Hey gang. Well, we all know what today is, and you know, what can you say? This is not a day to celebrate, it's not a day to party down. um, it's really a day that we remember those whose lives were lost in the Twin Towers building. A lot of people lost a lot of people that they loved and cared about. Friends, family. And you know something? What happened was a real tragedy. But I don't want to reflect on that, because what I want to talk to you guys about is the nonsense of people that, ever since it happened, have all said the whole thing was an inside job. You know, that makes me sick to my stomach. I don't know where people get their ideas of certain things like this happening. You know, it's so stupid. It boggles the mind of how many idiotic people we have in this world who have nothing better to do than to come up with these moronic little conspiracy theories about certain things happening. And there are maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of people who follow these people and say, yeah, you're right, yeah. Folks, to say that what happened 14 years ago, when a lot of innocent people lost their lives, to say it was an inside job is sickening. It's like saying what happened at Pearl Harbor was an inside job. The Gulf War was an inside job. Everything that ever caused a war was an inside job. You know, I don't feel sorry for people who start up this stupid crap, because it proves that they have nothing better to do with their lives than to just come up with some sort of idiotic theories that make other people give them the attention that they so badly crave. You know, earlier today, we were all supposed to have a moment of silence for those who lost their lives in what happened. For those of you out there who had a loved one or a friend who lost their life or lost their lives in that building, you know, my heart goes out to you. And I hope that in the 14 years since it's happened, you've been able to become stronger, and you've been able to really be able to get better with life. And I really hope that you all have been able to become, well, it's really hard to put in the words, but basically what I'm trying to say here is that you all know that the people whose lives were lost on that day, they're in a much better place now. And that's really what's important, is to realize that you know, there's no suffering for them anymore. They're in heaven, they're with God, and they'll never know pain, they'll never know suffering or anything like that anymore. And they'll never have to put up with the morons who want to keep saying 14 years later that 9/11 was an inside job. I get so sick and tired of people who always want to post stuff on Facebook and anywhere else that they can. Fold a dollar bill in a certain way and you'll see this. Yeah, you're going to see that when somebody tells you that this is what you're supposed to see. You know what I do with a dollar bill when I get it? I spend it. Maybe not immediately after, not like, you know, some other people that you know, we know, who can hardly hang on to a dollar, much less a quarter or a nickel. You know. But I don't know, the whole 9/11 conspiracy nonsense, it's gotten old. You know, everybody wants to sit there and say, well, not everybody, but most people want to sit there and say the whole thing was an inside job. How do we all know this? Was it ever confirmed? Was it ever said? if it ever was said, it was mostly said by these conspiracy theorist morons who just want to continuously sit there to this day and still say it was an inside job. Because, like I said, so if 9/11 was an inside job, then fine. So was Pearl Harbor, so was the Gulf War, so was everything else that ever caused, war to happen. Now see how stupid that sounds? Do you not see how dumb that sounds to sit here and just go, every other war, including the one that happened after September 11th, 2001, was all an inside job? Everything, every war, all of it inside job. Saddam Hussein had something to do with the Gulf War, called up, George Bush Sr., called him a wimp, and said, oh yeah, by the way, is it cool if we bring over some people over there and bomb the crap out of some cities, and I just make it sound like and seem like that I'm really killing a bunch of innocent people over here for oil and all that other stuff. Is it cool you just bring some of you guys over here to lose their lives and everything like that, and we'll just kind of keep it between us. See how dumb that sounds? So honestly, it's ridiculous. So again, for those of you who had loved ones whose lives were lost on that day, again, my heart goes out to you, and I hope that in the 14 years it's happened, you've been able to move on, and you've been able to become better, you've been able to get better, and you're feeling much better. Always know they're with God, and they're in a much better place. And to those of you who continue to spread this manure of conspiracy theories about this day, you know what? Just keep doing it, because you're just making yourselves out to be fools. You're making yourselves out to look stupider by other people who don't want to believe it, who don't want to be your sheep, to follow your words, to follow the flock. September 11th, 2001, I woke up that day thinking it was just going to be another ordinary day. I was living with some friends of mine, and I get up, and all I see all over the internet is the towers in New York were hit by a plane that came in and killed a bunch of innocent people. I woke up today knowing what today was, and pretty much realizing that I wanted to come out here and do a video for you guys and get your thoughts, get your feelings, and just plain ask what you think about today. Later tonight, I'm gonna go with my buddies to a high school football game. Gonna go up there, try to have some fun, and just try to go on through my day and everything like that. So, for those of you out there, who got up today and just pretty much got everything done that you need to get done, and for those of you who had a thought or said a prayer for those who lost somebody in that building, I really hope and I wish for you nothing but good things to happen in your life from here on out. And for those of you who want to continue to believe in and follow the conspiracy of the 9/11 inside job nonsense, I feel sorry for you. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment below if you want to. Let me know what you think about this whole 9/11 conspiracy nonsense. And, yeah. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And until the next video that comes out, wherever I'll be sitting doing it, as always, stay strong and rock on. And God bless America.